What if I told you that mastering your emotions is a secret weapon that 90% of top performers use each and every day? Today in this video, I'm going to be going over 4 powerful key plays you can use to boost up your emotional intelligence and transform your life. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to be going over one bonus factor that often gets overlooked at the core. By the end of this video, you're going to understand that emotional intelligence is more than just a coincidence. It's a driving factor for growth, personal success, and inner happiness. This video is completely intended to help you grow, so do your bro a favor and smash the like button and let's jump right on in. Talent Smart is an emotional intelligence consulting firm conducted a study that included over 1 million participants and found that of these 1 million participants, 90% of the top performers of these participants had high emotional intelligence, allowing themselves to get more done, connect with people better, and live their life more freely and clearly. So emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions while also being able to perceive and influence the emotions of others. Unlike IQ, which measures a person's intellectual abilities, logic, and problem solving, emotional intelligence dives into one's ability to recognize their own emotions, navigate through interpersonal relationships, social skills, and emotional regulation that directly impacts how we perceive and how we take action towards overcoming challenges. With strong emotional intelligence, we're able to achieve our goals, set new goals, and then take the action towards accomplishing these goals. All right, key play number 1, self-awareness leads to better decision making. Have you ever reacted in the moment and then later regretted it? Yeah, you probably had a little bit of lower self-awareness in the moment, and that's okay. It happens to everyone. An example of this can be you were feeling incredibly frustrated at work, specifically at your boss, and you were feeling really heated and frustrated in the moment. Rather than letting yourself cool off, what you did is you walked yourself over to your computer and you typed up this big long heated email as to why you're upset with your boss, only for you to later come in the next day regretting that you even sent the email in the first place because you had gotten over all the anger that you're feeling on the inside. Self-awareness leads to better decision making because you understand that how I'm feeling is directly correlated to the actions that I'm likely to take. With high self-awareness, you might catch yourself in this state and decide, I'm going to wait a little bit longer before I respond. I'm going to process how I'm feeling and then decide afterwards on how I want to respond when my mind is more clear. It's kind of like the saying, when you're seeing red, all I'm seeing is just red everywhere, no matter where I look, right, left, forward, whatever is right in front of me. If I'm feeling a certain way, I'm going to be seeing that as well. I'm seeing red. Just like anger can cloud judgment because you have this big dark anger cloud up in your mind that's skewing the way you see the world, skewing the way on how you want to react to the world. If your self-awareness is high, you're able to catch yourself in these moments and you're able to make better decisions that are in more of alignment with where you want to go in life. Action tip for this step is you want to do emotional check-ins, or you could do mind state check-ins, or just general check-ins, however you want to call it. But for this tip, there are going to be different points throughout the day where you just check in with yourself. How am I feeling right now? Do a quick little body scan. You see how your body feels? Okay, I can feel that I'm very tense right now, or I can feel that I'm very hyped up right now, or I can feel that I'm very calm right now. And as you do this more and more and more throughout your day, throughout your week, you become more in tune with how your body feels. And through being in tune with how your body feels, you're able to make better decisions that are more in alignment with the life path that you're trying to go down. All right, key play number 2. Self-management leads to emotional resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, accomplishments and challenges, obstacles and setbacks. But when you have high self-management and high emotional resilience, you're able to bounce back from these setbacks a lot quicker and a lot easier. An example of this one: you didn't get the job that you wanted. Oh my god, I've been working so hard for this job. I wanted it so bad, and it feels like a dagger to the heart that they went with the other candidate instead of me. I've been there before, trust me, guys. And instead, however, you can play the pity party. Poor me, I tried so hard. I practiced my interview questions for hours the night before and they still went with the other guy. Instead, you can self-manage and increase your emotional resilience. You can understand on how your body's feeling. This taps into that self-awareness a little bit more. But you can understand, although I tried very hard and although I had a big focus on, getting this job, what did I learn from it? Ask yourself the question, what did I learn from the experience? How can I take what I learned from the experience and bounce back? How can I take what I learned from the experience and bounce back? Through being emotionally resilient, you don't let your emotions get the best of you. The thing with emotions is we can feel them, right? That's why they're so intense, because I feel them. I can feel them in my body. A lot of the times that emotional body, it's going to, cloud the judgment of the mind. Self-management increases your emotional resilience. You are managing how you feel in different situations. You are managing that, okay, even though I didn't get this job and I feel a certain way, I'm going to become aware of it and I'm going to manage it and understand that it is just a state that I feel and that I can change it and I can bounce back from it. And not only am I going to make this bounce back so much more incredible, I'm going to take every single lesson that I learned with how I feel and how I'm thinking and how I'm choosing to respond to the world, and I'm going to make this come back something that no one has never before seen. And again, you guys, life is full of setbacks, but with emotional intelligence, you have the tools to bounce back harder and faster and better and more strong and resilient than you have been ever before. All right, key play number 3, empathy creates stronger and deeper relationships. Want to improve your personal and professional relationships? Empathy is the key. Empathy is being able to perceive other people's emotions and feel them for your own. Such as, I am talking to my friend who just got fired from their job and they're very upset and frustrated and sad. I can see that, I can perceive that in the feedback that I'm getting in the conversation with them, and then I can feel that for my own. Tapping into this feeling allows me to have a greater sense on how this person is feeling, and by understanding that this person is feeling a certain way, I can respond to help communicate with them better. If there's any big takeaway from this key play, is it builds and it strengthens your connection with another individual using empathy. You're building stronger, deeper, more meaningful connections because you're able to directly connect with how this person feels. And when you can directly connect with how someone feels, they are going to feel more special. They are going to feel more important because they understand that you know how they feel. Bridging empathy is huge. All right, key play number 4, high emotional intelligence is directly related to better communication and conflict resolution. Have you ever met someone who's just naturally calm under pressure? Just like that ice in the veins, right? Nothing can shake or rattle them. Well, they very likely have high emotional intelligence. Highly emotionally intelligent people have a very long fuse. Example again, big heated arguments taking place. The emotionally intelligent individual is able to keep calm, cool, composed in this situation and respond with a clear mind and clear actions and behave in a way to where they're not going to bring on consequences of their actions of getting lost in the moment. Not only are they aware of how they're feeling, they're aware of how other people are feeling. Not only are they aware on how other people are feeling, they are aware on how they choose to respond to this person who is feeling a certain type of way will have consequences, good, bad, or neutral, based on how they choose to respond to them. And through knowing this and through being self-aware of this, you can tailor and choose your actions more appropriately to the situation that's taking place before you. And again, the example of this is instead of escalating an argument, making the argument worse, the highly emotionally intelligent individual stays calm, cool, collected, composed, and they are able to defuse the situation, overcome the obstacles and challenges, and move on with whatever's going on in their life. All right, so if you made it this far, I promised you a bonus, and that bonus is emotional intelligence leads to your higher purpose. Diving into the core here, emotion is just energy in motion. So we're going to kind of tap into the spiritual aspect here. In this beautiful material world, third dimensional world that we live in, where matter, just like Mr. Albert Einstein here, matter or energy is just, on a bandwidth scale, right? The slower the energy wavelength, the more solid you get from the energy wavelength, such as if you speed up this wavelength of energy, it becomes so fast that its solid appearance is different. In the material world, everything is energy, energy in motion. Emotions are energy as well. And through mastering how you feel emotionally, it increases your self confidence in yourself. It allows you to dial in on your own inner peace and clarity on how you feel in your own body, on how you think in your own mind, on how you think and how you feel, and the relationship and the correlation between how you think and feel. Emotions are just energy in motion. One thing I talk about in my other videos, I'm going to just drop this video here right quick, and that's going to be the game of life and how to play, is we go over perception a lot, or your mind's filter. We like to see things on how we feel, or how we have shaped the perception of how we choose to see something. For me, even filming this video right now, I could be like super anxious and like, oh my gosh, people are watching me on a computer screen. What are they going to think? How are they going to feel about me? What are they going to say? And I can feel a certain way that just completely makes me not want to do this at all. Or I can be like, oh man, I'm excited. I get to express how I feel and teach the world on things that I've learned throughout my life experience right here. I can dial into high energy and excited energy. That's on the same energy wavelength, whether it's anxiety or excitement. Essentially, they exist on that same wavelength of energy, right? That same energetic wavelength. On that energetic wavelength, do I want to tap into anxiety or do I want to tap into excitement? Well, for this particular thing, I want to tap into excitement. I don't want to record a video if I'm feeling anxious and like crap. No, I don't want to do that. I want to feel good about what I'm doing. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. So instead of feeling anxious, I'm going to choose on that same bandwidth scale on the polar opposite, just like shadow and light. In the shadow side, you get anxiety. In the light side, you get excitement, but it is on the same energy bandwidth. Same goes with your emotions. It's just energy in motion. Are you on that energy bandwidth? Are you going to be on the lower, heavier emotions? Or are you going to be on the higher, more positive, light emotion? I say tapping into emotional intelligence helps for a spiritual perspective because it allows you to wake up to what you're doing in your everyday life and say, is this serving me? Am I on the right path spiritually that I'm wanting to be on? I came down to planet Earth to have this experience, and I'm pretty sure I came down to have a good experience or an enjoyable experience or a learning experience or some type of experience, and based on how you're feeling can help you dial in to the path that you're wanting to experience in life. This whole video, it's just dedicated to walking your own life path and transforming your life through boosting your own emotional awareness and connection. But again, on a spiritual perspective, how am I feeling in my day-to-day life? Is this in alignment with what I want to do, or am I out of alignment? Because we all get out of alignment sometimes. It's just normal. It's just normal for those things to happen. So don't beat yourself up if you feel a certain way about your job or the relationships that you're in or your life situation or whatever. Rather than letting it win over you, you can win over it through tapping into your emotions, understanding how you feel, and allowing yourself to connect to that higher perspective, your oversoul, your higher self, more easily, and make the choices that you need to make to get to where you need to go. And again, emotions are tricky sometimes. They can really fool you because of how they make you feel. Tap into how you feel. The other thing too, don't let fear get you. Don't let fear fool you. Fear and anxiety are one of the toughest things to get over as far as emotional intelligence goes. Trust me, I know. I understand. Fear and anxiety can be very tough to get over. But once you understand that it is just something that you feel in your body and it is something that you can overcome, that is when life changes. That is when you say, I might be feeling fear in my body, but I'm going to dial into courage, which is acting despite feeling fear anyway, which is choosing to take action despite feeling fear anyway, by tapping into the courage, not letting fear eat you alive. Everyone experiences it. And when you're able to tap in on how you are feeling emotionally, at a spiritual perspective, you're able to make choices that are far more in alignment with your higher self. Even though I feel like the cards are stacked against me, I'm going to play with the cards that I've been dealt, and I'm going to make it happen. That's being in tune with yourself spiritually, in tune with your higher perspective. Even if it feels a certain way, if you are in tune with how your body feels, if you are in tune with how your mind feels, if you are able to be in tune with that heart chakra and listen to your heart, you are able to follow yourself on that higher divine timeline. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for this video. I hope the content helped. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.